immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Pulled in at the 24. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They come out here in the eye. And a first carry here for Charles Sims. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. And Jenkins is a guy in this offense that I know you like to talk about.
Absolutely love to talk about Austin Seferian-Jenkins. His ability to play in any position, whether it's as a wide receiver or as an inline tight end, his versatility, some of the best in the league.
You even gave him the full name there.
Austin Seferian-Jenkins. He is the real deal.
Flag comes out, and that's because the offense did not get the play off in time.
And you can see the head coach, he is not happy. Everyone getting away from him right now because he's frustrated that they didn't get the ball snapped in time.
Now Jameis on second down. Flush to his right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. And here are the Chicago defensive starters.
Pernell McPhee is a strong run-stuffing outside linebacker who's beginning to blossom as a pass rusher.
And the offense looks to pick up the first here on third after that incompletion. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. On third down, Winston. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
This is brought in at the 21. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Bears take over. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
On first and 10, it's Cutler. On the left side, a catch by White. Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
Second down now after the pass completion. The lone setback is Langford. And he'll get it up the middle. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be third down.
Gerald McCoy is so slippery and elusive in the interior of the defense. I don't care who has the assignment to block him. It usually ends up having to take at least 2. And most of the time, that's not enough either. Witness that tackle for a loss.
Offense coming up, needing 2 yards on third down. And he goes in motion here in the backfield. 3rd and 2, now Cutler. But he will find his man on the end route, complete. Good use of the pass there to pick up the first down against a defensive look that they had specifically prepared for, they told us, coming into this one.
Certainly seems like they're holding all the right cards now, doesn't it? Because of their preparation. Went back, watched the tape, studied the tendencies, and they feel like they had them down cold, and they were able to use the pass against them.
This is Langford on 1st and 10. And down to the 36-yard line here. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Offense in a good spot here, 2nd and 2. Now they'll run it on the toss. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now. First down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. They isolate Jeffrey to the left side. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Cutler. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down. Here's Pat O'Donnell now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. And now a high kick, but he hit it straight up. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Bucs are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense. Call staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down. You're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. The play clock's running down. Now the first carry for Doug Martin. And he's able to get up here to the 26. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Well, from the safety of our booth, I think it's okay after that run that I called still the name that maybe he's not too crazy about, the muscle hamster.
Yeah, his teammates at Boise State called him that. He doesn't like that, though.
He hates that name.
He told us he prefers, and he told the world he prefers Duggernaut.
It's always tough when you come up with your own nickname.
It doesn't stick.
I hope it works for him, but I have my doubt.
We're going muscle hamster here in the booth. They run again on 1st down. Martin. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
Really tough drive, but that run, help salvage something there, because now there's something positive that came out of it. They got to see good blocking, good push by the offensive line, wide receivers trying to get involved, a good run by the back. And now maybe it'll be a catalyst for them to look at going forward, watching it on tape. Maybe they can keep incorporating that type of a run into their offense.
On second down, Martin. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. All week in practice, they stress grounding, pounding the football, and they really executed it well there to get the first down.
That usually means getting back to being physical in practice, because when you emphasize pounding the football, it doesn't really come together unless you practice it the same way you're going to play it in the game. So that means more bodies, more pads, and a whole lot of popping last week, and they got it done in the game.
One receiver to the left is Evans. Now a play fake here on first down. He's got time in the pocket. Dancing to his left. And avoids the contact by sliding. 12 yards on the pickup. And the Buccaneers are going to have a first down. He is tough to bring down, Jameis Winston. Charles, I remember calling a baseball game of his. He played baseball at Florida State, too. And you saw his legs, tree trunks sprayed in to those baseball pants. I said, how could anybody bring this guy down?
And that's part of the beauty of his game, because he has that toughness, that thick body. He may not beat you sprinting, but he's real sharp with his mind, and he knows how to get away from people.
One receiver left, two to the right. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Winston now. Left side complete. Safarian Jenkins. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
I know I'm not in the rooting business, but I really like this kid, Austin Safarian Jenkins. Good catch there. I'm just hoping he can stay on the field and have some good health.
Now the Bucs hoping so, too. Limited to 16 games total his first two seasons combined.
He is quite a target for a young quarterback. Jameis Winston can grow with this guy, and boy, they can be a dynamic duo.
One man on the backfield, that's Martin. And they'll give it to him here. And he'll be taken down here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Bucs in possession of the football as we begin the second quarter. They've got a second down and 5 here to start things out. Now a second down throw for Winston. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. Call it a gain of 7, and it gives him a new set of downs. He felt the pressure coming there. That was a good job of just making something out of nothing, so to speak.
Yeah, took the hit and still made the play. You know, when we talk about runners, all right, and on running plays, runs after contact, we call that getting dirty yards, tough, gritty ones. To me, that's like the version of a dirty pass. He knows he's going to get smacked, yet still delivers the football and picks up good yardage.
Time running out here on the play clock. First down, here's the run with Martin. And they'll get him down right around the 16. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
And they're 6 yards away from picking up the first here on second down. Play clock winding down. Again, it's Martin. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
They'll run it. Here's Martin. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. So on fourth down, here's the Buccaneer place kicker, Roberto Aguayo now. And Aguayo able to knock it through. And the Bucs take a 3-0 lead. And Charles, they get the field goal. Took him a dozen plays, though.
Work with me on this one. You know what I'm about to say, right? Bend but don't break. That's what came into play here for the defense. 12 plays were run at them. They only gave up 3 points. In a lot of ways, that's a win for the defense.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Complete to Gavin Escobar, the tight end. 15 yards through the air and a first down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. On the counter, Langford. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
They come up in an offset eye. Halfback sent in motion. Now a first carry for their fullback. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. So they run it on 2nd down. Now let's see what 3rd down brings here for the offense. Cutler now to throw on 3rd down. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down inbounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. 8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And out will come the offense as they take over. And now the Buccaneers offense gets set to head back onto the field. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
Yeah, maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. That's going to go as a loss of a full 8 yards. And it sets them back for 2nd down. Now Winston. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's it's intercepted. Christian Jones, the one who picked it. And great field position coming up in the red zone at the 17-yard line. The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time with just punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take care of my offense? Well, the defense is taking care of them in a lot of ways. Now it's time for the offense to jump things up and help their defense out. Give them a little bit of rest.
Yeah, time for them to give them a rest. Took the words right out of my mouth. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. On second down, Langford. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves them with third down and just a yard to go.
A lot of people call the toss a probing play to see what they can get against the defense, to see how they adjust and react. Their probing's working pretty well. That was a very nice run.
They'll try to run for the first with Langford. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with fourth down and a yard.
Gerald McCoy is always going to be linked with Ndamukong Suh. They came into the NFL in the same draft class, and there's a lot of debate about who was going to be the better defensive tackle. They just do it 2 different ways. McCoy, more movement, more elusiveness. That allowed him to make the play there for a short gain.
And Parkey's kick is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. So after the pick, they can't capitalize for 6, but they do get 3.
And I know in this situation, most of us want to focus on the offense. You know what side of the ball I played on. Let's give that defense a lot of credit. Taking over in a sudden change situation and shutting them down.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Here's Martin as they begin on the ground. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Adrian Amos up to make the tackle.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
One man on the backfield, that's Martin. And the play clock's running down. One receiver to the left is Evans. Jameis to throw it. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. Winston from the gun on third down. He's got Evans. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. And that's the first connection. The number 1 overall pick in 2015 finding the number 7 pick in 2014 in Evans.
And what a great target Mike Evans is for Jameis Winston. Winston's a pretty accurate thrower, but that catch radius that Evans provides, that makes him that much more dangerous.
Brief break in the action here. We'll come back to Tampa after this timeout. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Winston now to throw on first down. Catch made right side by Wilson. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it a second down. So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. And give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be third and about the length of the football.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Third down, it's Doug Martin. Shreds the tackle, and he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. One man on the backfield, that's Martin. On 1st and 10, Winston. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Throwing again. Winston on 2nd and 10. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. He got 29 yards that time.
And that was a heck of a shot right there by Jameis Winston. Boy, he has a superior right arm, doesn't he? You saw him play baseball.
Yeah, he's actually a switch hitter in baseball. Outfielder, and then, of course, a very hard-throwing pitcher. That's translated well in the National Football League.
That it has. When he has to make that throw on a line, he's got plenty of arm to do it.
They come out here in the eye. They'll run. Martin. And he'll take this one down inside the 5 to the 3. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now Jameis on 2nd down. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense. But in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass. Excellent job. Way to knock it down.
The line of scrimmage is the 3 as they look to cash in on 3rd and goal.
Ready? Blue ready. Flip, flip, flip. Easy. Blue ready. Switch.
They'll run for it with Martin. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, but it's going to leave them with a 4th and goal. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And Aguayo's kick is good. So if you like field goals, this is your game. 6-3, 3 field goals at the break. As we send you cross-state to Orlando to check in with Larry Ridley, he's got our EA Sports halftime report. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start the third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. And the drive begins here with Sims. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player.
4 down, 4 down. Ready, blue ready.
Time running out here on the play clock. Back to the ground. This time it's Martin. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. It's a 6-yard run. Leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with third down coming up. They come out 5 wide. 3 of them to the right side. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Tried a little razzle-dazzle on third and short. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. They go play action here on first down. Caught. Safarian Jenkins, right side. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
Okay, when the big guy runs a corner route, you're asking a lot no matter who's covering him. Doesn't matter whether it's a linebacker or a defensive back. Yeah. He usually has the advantage because of his body type.
And the offense lining up first and 10. 1 man in the backfield, that's Martin. He's going to get the football. And he's able to get this one down to about the 40. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up second and 5.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. They run it again with Martin. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down.
I once had a defensive player in the NFL tell me, if I beat and dominate the guy across from me, I'm helping my team. Well, winning one-on-one battles is always a part of the game, but when you have good team defense, as we just saw there, one broken tackle, but he didn't get away because the rest of the guys arrived to put him on the ground.
On third down, Winston. And he finds Safarian Jenkins. It goes as a gain of 8 that moves the chains. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage, if he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Well, pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Another tote for the workhorse, Martin. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on 3rd down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Play clock winding down. Winston from the gun on 3rd down. Over the middle here to Wilson. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. One receiver to the left is Evans. First down, Winston. Catch made right side by Wilson. It's a gain of 7, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
So they're operating in the red zone. They come out here in the eye. Back to the ground, Martin. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
A long drive here. Play 12 coming up for the offense. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. So the play clock's running down. Now Winston. And his throw is incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. That'll bring up 2nd down.
But sometimes you just have to take things into your own hands, don't you? I mean, the offense is really struggling in this game. They're the ones keeping things going. They have to continue to play at that level.
Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. Now they run with Sims. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Charles Sims, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. Roberto Aguayo now for the point after. And it's up and good to make the score 13-3. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
It's grabbed over the middle by White. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it's a second down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
It's a 4-receiver look to the right side. And the wideout in motion. On second down, Cutler. To the right side, complete to Escobar. And he's brought down. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Gavin Escobar, his big tight end, was the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down. Langford, and he's going to be hemmed in and blocked down right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down.
While there was no gain on that run, we do know coaches whose identity is rooted in taking it almost to the limit and then changing things up on you down the stretch. I think we're getting really close to that point in time, though, where the identity map to go out the window, and they've got to go a little bit faster in order to try and win the game.
And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on third down. Now Cutler. And that is incomplete. Alshon Jeffrey, the intended receiver. And that brings up fourth down.
Well, no second guessing the call here. It was third and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
This is taken at the 18. And now it looks like he's in some discomfort after being tackled at the end of that return. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. They start the drive with Martin. And the cutback. There goes Doug Martin. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Doug Martin, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. And those are the highlight reel runs you dream of right there.
When he gets a seam and just gets through it, how about the explosiveness, the burst to get there to begin with, and then once he's in full gallop, good luck trying to track him down.
And those plays so demoralizing for the defense.
Absolutely, because you've done so much work trying to keep people in front of you. When they're past you and behind you, that's a tough one to swallow.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Now the Bears offense ready to take over again. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
They go play action here on first down. And Escobar has it left side. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll be a second down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Back now in Tampa. Now Cutler to throw on second down. Jeffrey reels it in over the middle. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. On first down, it's Cutler. Looking for Jeffrey, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And they hit the home run last drive. 1 play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Following the interception, Winston. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. One receiver to the left is Evans. Winston gives to the tailback Martin. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Double tight, guys, double tight.
3rd and 5, so they bring in an extra defensive back.
Expecting pass. Jameis to throw it. Complete. He finds Brady. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the 1st. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. 1 receiver left, 2 to the right. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Carry number 20 here for Martin. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Give them 11 on the gain there. And that'll be good enough for a Tampa Bay 1st down.
When a coaching staff sees their team run the ball this successfully in the 4th quarter, They're really excited because you can plan for a running game all you want and want to press that advantage when you get it. But for the most part, it's a little bit of a surprise. And right now, they've got to keep that going, want to continue to grind out the clock because it's definitely in their favor at this stage of the game. Can they close the game out and continue to do exactly what we just saw there? And that's run the football.
Now a run with Martin. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. And in this situation with a lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
They come out here in the eye. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. That'll go as a loss of 5. And just like that, it's 3rd down. Time running out here on the play clock. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th. Roberto Aguayo out now for the Buccaneer field goal try. And Aguayo able to knock it through. And that will push this lead up to 20 now. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the 4th.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
This fielded at the 2. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And they went big on 1st down, proves unfruitful. Well, they haven't had a whole lot of success in the passing game here. Now, in the 2nd half, he's thinking, I guess maybe just take a shot deep.
I think you're right. Almost looking for a bailout, isn't he? Can my receiver go up and make a big play for me? Can I create a penalty downfield, maybe pick up an interference call or get that yardage downfield? Anything trying to get going again, but you're right. He definitely took a shot.
The slot man in motion right. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a nice run to get this up over the 20-yard line. 2nd down, a little more productive than 1st. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now.
And that was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on 1st down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
Cutler now to throw on 3rd down. They go screenplay to Langford. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the 1st down. And that's what he just did.
Escobar goes into motion. Throwing now, Cutler on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. 10 yards still left on second down.
89, 89. Watch 89.
Again on second and 10, it's Cutler. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65. Now Cutler on first down. Checks it underneath to Langford. And he's brought down. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Offense comes to the line now, first and 10. On first down, it's Cutler. To the right side, complete to Escobar. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. They isolate Jeffrey to the left side. They'll throw on first down with Cutler. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field that's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
And the 8th play on this drive coming up. Second and 10 now. It's Cutler. Dumps it into the flat to Langford. Call it a gain of 3. And that'll lead here to a third down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. The lone setback is Langford. So 3rd and 7 and an extra defensive back on the field here.
Definitely want to play coverage here.
And he motions the wide receiver. On 3rd down, Cutler. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move them all over the place to try and find good matchups. And they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Here we go. It's Cutler on 4th down. And Jeffrey's got it. It'll be a gain of 9, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down.
Well, it all came together on that one, didn't it?
Big-time throw on fourth.
Now that had to feel good, didn't it? Taking that type of a gamble there and making it pay off. What a throw.
And tough as a receiver because no matter how perfect the pass, you know it's fourth down and you got to convert.
A little bit of extra pressure, but he overcame it.
And now for the offense, this is play number 11 here on this drive. This is Langford. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create...
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Levante David from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8. And this seemingly endless drive continues. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Cutler. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And this is caught at the 8. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And we're hitting the end of this one, and it looks to probably be the final play. They isolate Jeffrey to the left side. One last shot for Cutler. And this is dropped and incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone as time has run out on this ball game. And, Charles, you know what coaches always tell us. We want to win our home games. That much we know. We want to protect our home turf. They got that done in this one.
Exactly right. When you start a season, everyone's goal, win all of your home games, split your road games, and you're likely going to be in the playoffs. But when you win at home, boy, what a great feeling that is. You don't even mind if people are at your house when you get home after a win like that.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. The Bucs are winners here as we say so long from Tampa.